How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be remember or forget perfection. Remember or forget perfection. The basis of this video, when I'm thinking about remember or forget perfection, for the remember portion, I like to think about when you remember perfection, it's something that you're always striving for. Although we know that we're not perfect, it's an awesome goal to strive for because it keeps us improving each day upon the next. In one of my earlier videos, I talked about how when you're readjusting goals, or you need to readjust goals, your short-term and your long-term goals, sometimes when I'm coming up on my long-term goal, when I'm getting ready to attain it, or if I attain it, then I want to set another one. And the reason being is I don't ever want to be done accomplishing my goals. I don't ever want to be done because I don't want to be left standing, twiddling my thumbs, stagnant on nothing to do. That's me personally. I always like to keep that carrot dangling in front of me. That's from my standpoint. I always like to keep striving to do better and better. So for that portion of the topic of today's video, I like to remember perfection. That's the manner that I like to remember it in. Some people might say, forget perfection. We're not perfect, so why even, worry on it? To that, I'm going to say, you're right too. I do both. And I'll tell you the reason why I do both when you're forgetting about perfection. When you're striving, even if you're not even striving for perfection, when you're striving to do things and sometimes you fall short, because you are going to fall short, you're not going to succeed at everything. It's in our nature to beat up on ourselves because we fall short of whatever it is that we want to do. With beating up on ourselves comes terrible self-talk. We start to down ourselves, and it's just not good. It's just not good. So if you're doing it in that capacity of where you're consistently thinking about perfection and how you fall short, then forget about it in that manner. It's just the way that you deal with things, and life in general comes down to being adaptable because you don't know what the next day is going to hold. So being adaptable is being prepared to deal with whatever comes your way. Deal with it the best way that you know how. So when I think about remember or forget perfection, I think about both. I'm going to remember it in regards to striving towards perfection to help me better set long-term goals. And then when it comes to me falling short or where I missed the mark on whatever it is that I'm trying to do, then I'm going to forget about perfection from the standpoint that I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I'm not going to beat up on myself with that. So it's really having a really well-rounded view of the topic that I brought up today, remembering or to forget perfection. Or you can look at it, however, remembering versus forgetting perfection. So if you take that topic that I've discussed today and remembering or forgetting perfection, it works with a lot of different things. It's being an even keel up on stuff. Some people, certain personality types, they're so staunch in their view, it's just, all or nothing. And sometimes that's not the way that things work. So keep that in mind. I just wanted to kind of bring a even way of thinking about this, that you can have both. It's a way that you can prosper and benefit from remembering both, striving for perfection and remembering when you fall short that you're not perfect. But look at it that way, that it's something that keeps you striving for the next day. Okay? My name's Ayin. I've written a book. Ayin Kilimanjaro is the Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. You can get the book on Amazon in paperback or an ebook copy. In the meantime, if you have questions for me, you can hit me up in my Gmail account, ayin.kilimanjaro@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. But in the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. My name's Ayin. You have a good one.